So we're going to import this dry audio file here. Hey Queen, just wanted to tell you I'm coming out as a trans woman. Sounds like shit, right? So here's what we can do to make this a little bit better. So Tenna's voice is really easy. So we're gonna put this in mixing channel number 1, and we're gonna open up. So first thing, we're gonna open up Fruity EQ2 in the mixing channel here. Fruity EQ2 has a really handy preset for this called Old Telephone, which makes it sound like this. Hey Queen, just wanted to tell you I'm coming out as a trans woman. Now that sounds good, but because he's not an old telephone and because it's a CRT television with like actual speakers, we're gonna take the 1 and the 7 here. We're gonna amplify these a little bit. Hey Queen, just wanted to tell you. So it sounds compressed, but it doesn't sound as compressed. Then we're gonna go over to Fruity Delay 2, and we are going to make it sound like he's talking through a microphone because it is. So we're gonna turn this down to 1. Hey Queen, just wanted to tell you. Then we're gonna turn down the input volume. Hey Queen, just wanted to tell you I'm coming out as a trans woman. And that's basically all there is to Tenna. See, Tenna's pretty easy. I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of that for now. Now we're gonna go over and do Spamton. Spamton's got a little bit more to him. So we're gonna open up our dry source file again, with no effects on it. I called Noelle Hochi Mama! What's the big deal? Now, in here, so with Spamton, here's what I like to do. So first of all, we're going to put this in number 2. And we are going to slap some effects on this real quick. So Spamton is... we're going to open up the Effector plugin in FL Studio. Now, Effector can do a lot of things, but mainly what we're going to use it for is the lo-fi preset here. And what this will do is it will bit crush it. I called Noelle Hochi Mama! What's the big deal? And I like to put it right here. I called Noelle Hochi Mama! What's the big deal? Maybe a little bit like right here. I called Noelle... No, maybe up here? I called Noelle Hochi Mama! That sounds good. So I like to play... So usually it's like here, here, or here is where I like to leave it, so that it still sounds, you know, intelligible. Because if you put it too far in one direction, you can't really understand it anymore. I called Noelle Hochi Mama! What's the big deal? So we're gonna set that right there. Then... That's basically it for Spamton, but there's some other stuff we could do. So what we can do next is we can go into SliceX. Okay, and now with SliceX open, we can drag it in our whoops. So now with SliceX open, we can. Okay, so we can click on the file button and then go click on Load Sample and put our dry source file sample in there again. Let me just find it real quick. And now it's open in SliceX. So I have it set so I called no. So it's what SliceX does is it's going to divide the file. I called Noelle Hochi Mama. What's the big deal? And this will divide your sample up into different chops. It'll chop your sample up. So this is how you do drum chopping too, but it looks like this. So if you open up SliceX in the piano roll, you now have everything in here. Wait, actually we needed that. Come back. I called Noelle Hochi Mama! What's the big deal? So there's this big moment of silence here. You murder people! So yeah, you can rearrange these as much as you want. You can edit them now. Now we're gonna put this in number 2 real quick. So I called Noelle Hochi Mama. What's the big deal? Like that. So now that we have SliceX open here, so what I like to do is if Spamton's getting a little animated. So like when I first did this, what I did was I took this. You murder people! And what I did was I went down here to where it says Control. I clicked on this and I found. You probably can't see it, but there's a drop down here that says Note Fine Pitch. Then you have this. So normally you'd edit the velocity, which is how loud a note plays, but here we're going to edit the fine pitch. So if we hover over a note and then hold down Alt and scroll, you can change the pitch at which this sample plays. And the reason why slice X is good for this is because now we can kind of like YouTube poopify how these vowel sounds. So we can go like. So we can go like. And just kind of play around with it.
Murder, you are people. Murder, you are people. Murder, you are people. You are people.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what I just did, but it's lagging. So that's most of Spamton, but there is one important part that I've neglected to do yet. So if we put Spamton on here,
I called Noel Hochi Mama.
So now right here, you may notice
I called Noel Hochi
that this
Noel Hochi.
This part right here comes out a little.
Well Hochi Mama.
That's placeholder. That doesn't. We're not going to use that. So we're going to go over here. We're going to click on this button that says slice.
Well Hochi.
And this is where it starts.
Hochi.
So if we slice, get this down to as small as it can possibly be.
Hochi.
And we can get really precise with it.
Hochi.
Like that.
Hochi Mama.
And then slice it, and then pull this part out. So mute this.
Hochi Mama.
Take it out.
I called Noel. What's the big deal?
And now it's gone. And this is because I actually have this recorded in a separate file here. So get this out. Again, if we drag our raw sample here.
I called Noel. What's the big deal? I called Noel. What's the big?
And then we go and we put this in a different mixing channel. We open up Effector again.
I called Noel.
We're gonna speedrun the effect now. Hold on, I need to drag this here so that I can still hear it. And then we're gonna go into Free EQ2 again and get out the old telephone preset again.
What's the big deal?
Turn that down a little bit.
What's the big deal?
And now we have the little snippets that are brackets.
I called Noel. What's the big deal?
And that's basically it for Spamton and Tenna.
I called Noel. What's the big deal? You murder people!
Hey Queen, just wanted to tell you I'm coming out as a trans woman. Bonus round. So we have Jevil here. Jevil's another character that's got like actual audible vocal effects. I've narrowed it down, and I think this is how Toby Fox did it. So here we have my dry one. That was a very funny Spamton. And actually what I did here was I have this, so I recorded this in Audacity. So there is the one where I'm saying it at a regular pitch, and then there's a second clip that's playing it directly on top of this, that's playing it lower, and then a third one that's playing it at a higher pitch. That was a very funny Spamton. It gives it that effect. So if we take this and we put it in number 4, and we slap some effector on this, just like we've been doing. That was a very funny Spamton. And we put a little bit more bit crush on this one than we would Tenna or Spamton. And then we go into Fruity Delay 2. This one's kind of like a combination. This kind of like tests everything you've already learned here.
That was a very funny Spamton.
Put this down a little bit.
That was a very funny Spamton.
Now that we have Fruity Delay 2 in there, now we go into Free Reverb 2. We get some reverb on there.
That was a very funny Spamton.
And that's how I think the Jevil vocal effect.
That was a very funny Spamton.
That's like as close as I think I'm gonna get to Jevil vocal effects.
That was a very funny Spamton.
So, that's all the vocal effects that I do for these little goobers here. And that's about it for this video. I'm gonna stop recording now. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, it's childish, can't be no homegirl, drop it like the net.